Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another brand new video. And this week on the Magic Roundabout, we have got a Corgi Whiz Wheels Ford GT70. Look at that. Very nice shaped car, this one. Yeah. We're also doing this for the DMC monthly challenge with any sports car. So I had a good route around. I thought, well, yeah, we'll pick this one. It's a recent purchase. So anyway, we're going to get stuck in with this. We're not going to keep it the same colour. We're not having numbers or flags all over it. Okie doke. Right, let's get it off the bench and have a good look at it. Oh, and I forgot. Oh, welcome any new friends of the channel. Welcome aboard. And welcome back all the old friends of the channel. Thanks very much. Oh, I forgot about that. That's the most important bit. Okie dokie. Let's get it off. Have a look at it. Here we are then, on the bench. Let's have a look. There we go. Corgi Toys Whiz Wheels Ford GT70. First looking at it, this looks like there's a tailpipe missing off there, and we can fabricate one of them. Wheels are had some use. Two posts, one at front, one back. Luckily they got the pinholes in, so that's okay. Saves messing about with centre punches. There's no plastic bumpers or anything on here, so that's cool. And they're all there. Yeah. Opening doors. I'm glad to see it's on the right side of the road. There you go. Makes a change. Windscreen. It's a little bit of it's probably an airline crack there, but we'll do that the best we can. Boot opens. Lovely opening boot. Look at that. Engine compartment, should I say. Look at that. Yeah, that's broke off right back there. That is. I'm going to snap that off and right back there. If you can see that there, going down there. It's a shame. Got an air cleaner on it. So there you go. Got dual headlights at the back, which is nice. It's not too badly bad. Like the wheels on it. The wheels I'm keeping. Tyres, I might have to try and sand them down a little bit, get them a little bit fresher looking. So there you go. So I'll get the tools out and we'll get stuck in. We will get stuck in. Right, let's have a look inside then, shall we? Looking to see the best way in. Up goes the weasel. I think that might be enough just up here. Let's get this camera a bit better than what it is. Yeah, that route could have done a bit better off there, but she'll be alright. Let's be able to get the screw up underneath there. Pop that off. That's it. Right, here we go. Let's see what's inside this old girl. Wire suspension. Okay. Yeah, that ain't too bad. There's no stops to get that out of, so they should be alright to get out. We'll get back at now. I don't know. I can't get his camera angle right these days. That's one. That's 2. There you go. That's a caustic job. Right, let's get out to the nitty gritty then, shall we? See what we got in here. Here we got in here. Right. There we go. Now, do we need the doors open or do we need the doors shut? I think we'll go with open first. Hook it from the back. There you go. Bit of soap and water, that'll be fine. The engine. Oh, I see. The exhaust is separate. You're seeing this the first time I'm seeing it. So I've got to make something like that. Get a bit of bench brew, I think. Something like that will do with that in. Oh, hello. Oh, no. That's your engine lifts off. I thought when I saw that, that was another rivet, but that's for the air cleaner. What is that? Huh. That's die-cast. I thought that would be in plastic. Well, there you go. Anyway. That's that. We'll get that off there and we'll give that a paint of some sort. What we got now? That's on a spring, you see, flat metal spring there. Windscreen just comes out. That's cool. Leaving the doors like they are. Just push that out. Well, that's fairly straightforward, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not going to mess about with these, taking these out of here. I'll take the steering wheel out if I can get it out. That'll be a shame having to take these doors off just to get the steering wheel out, isn't it? It shuts across the top of there, doesn't it? Yeah, well, look. Yeah, it's too tight, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So we can break this steering wheel, shall we? Well, I suppose I could or wanted to drill that out. That would take that whole plate out. Where does it go? Does the plate go right back there, or don't we bother with it? The plate goes right in there. Take that whole piece out. But I don't think the doors will shut properly afterwards. I'm going to try and jiggy poke with this steering wheel out of here. It's a bit of a daft idea, isn't it? I don't know, it might be coming. It might be coming. It's halfway there. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about that one. Yeah, I'll think about that. See what the best way. I might end up taking that out. I find reluctant to remove these big steel, these stiff bars here, because they are hard to get back in again if you muck about with them. If you bend them, the doors don't shut properly. and I ain't going to come out there anytime soon. Anyway, enough jabbing about that. Alrighty, what I ended up doing was drilling that out from there. Yeah, I drilled that rivet out from that post out from there because I couldn't get the steering wheel out. This wouldn't come out with that in place, with that bar across there, and I couldn't move the bar either side. It was too tight. So it's a bit of a, you know, what can you do? What can you do, Rodney? So drill that out, and of course then when I pull that out, the doors would come out. So we got that out, and the steering wheel was still embedded in there. So whilst that was out, I could grab the pliers, and I pulled that back slightly, and then it got the steering wheel out, and I pulled it out altogether. So I thought, you know, I'm thinking about it, get back together again. Because once I got the steering wheel out, I thought, oh, it's okay, I can put it back together. But it's not that easy. You try and get that in there, and you try and get your doors in to go over that top lid to go underneath that spring. It ain't happening. You put the doors in first and try and put this on the top. You still need to thread that piece there in between that and that. Excuse me, or else it ain't happening. You know, you've got to thread it in. You have to thread that in there, you see. So that big piece has to go underneath. So I thought, you know what, I'll just take it out, which I did. Pull the wire out, run a file down the middle there, cleaned it all out, cleaned the paint off the bar. So now it just pushes in. So what I'll do, I'll get it in, get all door set, push that in, and just put a drop of super duper on there, mate. No problem. So there you go. We're done. Leaving that bit in. Don't need to do that. I shall glue that back in with a super duper. Drill these out and I put screws in, I think, this time. Because it's mostly because of this back bit here. Oh, that's one thing I forgot. You never told me about, did you? Where's me? I've got a pointy stick here. I've got two dual headlights at the back here. Need to get them out. So hopefully we should be able to push them out. Yeah, one. You know, one. Oh, there you go. There's a second one. There you go. And they're in capsules. Right. See that? They're in capsules. Which is good. Makes it easier to go back in. Right, let's get a box and put all this junk in. So we don't lose it. Can't go down with losing stuff. We'll take this bar out of here because I want to strip all the paint off that. This washed. I'll give them a wash before I clean them up. Same as that. So basically these pieces here will go in the caustic soda. Those there. Right. Let's get soda in. Now that's all the paint off then. And a quick wire brush down and check for casting lines. Pretty good actually. Cleaned up around the window frames. They weren't too bad. Put some screws in. Excuse me. Left that springy plate in. That's for the boot. Not the boot, the engine cover, should I say. Yeah, so ready for primer on that one. Doors. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I told you. I ended up taking this out. I think I told you. Yeah. I should have looked back on the last clip. So that's that. And then the engine. There. I've been down there to wash. Not me personally. I had one this morning. But yeah, the windscreen. That just wants some cleaning. You can see it's got some marks on it there. The interior is going to be changed from this colour to black. Because the car is going to be changed outside. And this is the engine cover, which I'm going to hopefully mask up the louvers and paint the outside the car colour. As you can tell, I've been looking at Google Images, and I've got I'll clean the chrome off that, and you can see now clearly, and that's where it's broke there. So I'm going to try and make some, but not too bothered about this piece, but getting the tailpipe right. I obviously need to bend it round there. We'll see, and I'm going to do that. Excuse me. So that's it. So what we're going to do now is get this primed. So I get it primed and get it dry. The doors, that, and yeah, I'm just thinking on this one, being an engine, I'd rather like to leave it mechanical looking. Yeah, I might give it. I'll think about that. Yeah, so put those back in there out of the way. I've done the base. It's painted. Whilst I had the black out. Okay, crack on. Right, there we go then. We're out the paint. We did this in a Vauxhall Mistral Grey. There you go, Vauxhall Mistral Grey. It's more like a silver to me, but it is from Alfred's at £3. That's when they had these paints and they were selling them off. Right, so yeah, it's come out quite nice and smooth. Nice finish on it. It's had a coat of lacquer. We've done that. There's the doors. Got both of those. And what I've done with the back lift up piece, this was all black at one point. So what I've done was I masked off the louvers and painted the rest in the car colour. I think it looked better. And I saw, been on Google Images, and I see a lot of them were painted like this and one all black, one piece. So we go with that. Done a bit of detail on the engine. It's an aluminium block, bit of titanium for the carburetors. Yeah, there's not a lot in there really to show, but that to do. Steering wheel, painted it black. Interior, gone with the black. Obviously, go with the grey. Look pretty cool. With the engine in the back. Should look good. The base is done. Clean the windscreen up. Come out not bad. I had to be careful though. I couldn't go too mad with it because this crack was getting bigger. So I left it best I could. So that's that. I did the top of the dashboard I did eventually take the wires out of there because I was practicing getting the steering wheel back in. I couldn't get it in, so I took the wire out. We'll super duper that in, that'll be fine. So yeah, I've done the top of that black. So that'll go in there somewhere like so. In there. So that's that. What else? Oh yeah, I've got to do the exhaust. I took all the chrome off it. I'm now going to mess about trying to do something with that. I've got some old Airfix sprues. I'll try and bend them. I'll try and find one that's got a lump in it in the middle where the numbers used to be. And we'll see what we can do with that. We'll leave that out to remind me, otherwise I'll forget about it and I'll go put it together. Oh, flipping heck, I forgot. So I must remember to do that. Details paint on this. When we come round to it, that'll be black in there. Let me get a pointer because my finger whites out otherwise. We'll get we've got black in there. Side lights are there, silver. These will be indicator lights there. Bumpers there and there. We've all seen the big red backlights that go in there. Oh God. We've all seen the big red lights that go in the back there. They're two little side lights at the back there. It's black with number plate on it. And there's silver around there. So I've put some silver around there ready to dry out a little bit. So that's it, I've got my screws in. So really, we're good to go. Yeah, just repairing the, putting a new exhaust that side. It's not perfect, I mean it's not finished yet. I've just got some glue on in there, trimming it up and I've filled it in. The glue I'm using for this is quite good. It's this B7000. It's tacky glue. It dries clear. It's good for canopies, put windscreens in, but it's also good for this because it grips it. I tried so it will grip it instantly, and then you can position it, and it's got a little bit of play in it. So I'll put that in there now. I'm going to leave it a while to dry. It'll take a while. Then I'll trim off this end, bit of sanding, and I'll put that in there to bridge the gap there and there. I'll trim that off later, sand it down, and we're pretty much got the shape there. Just that wants tweaking up a little bit there. That piece is, I tried finding the old Airfix screws and that, but I couldn't find one thin enough, to be honest with you. Because I normally, what I do with mine, with these Airfix screws, I use them for antennas and aerials by stretching them, but I couldn't get it right. I had one started, but it was just too thick. So what I've done was I got cotton bud with the plastic ones. They're good for axle sleeves and bearings and stuff, so I got one of these and done that. So I need that to dry for a bit now. It's getting there. You can manipulate it, you see, and it'll still stay. It just wants that tweaking up, flattening out. So we're going to leave that somewhere supported for a while we get on with the details. Right, a bit of detail painting then. I made a start. Let's get this out of the way a little bit. Move it up there. Yeah, I've made a start. I've done the black armrest in there with a lower chrome piece there. I didn't want to do it all black, even though it's got a black interior. Both them, both that side. I've gone ahead and glued this in, super glued this in, because I need that to be dry when I fit the doors. So that's in place there. Put a bit of black, well, I had the paint out on the number plate there at the back, and I blacked in the front there. So we've got left to do. There's not a lot on here. Those two quarter bumpers are there. Okay, now the back one is already in the base there, so that's already there. Put the wheels and axles back on. I'm not happy with the tyres. The best I could get them, there are a lot of chunks out of them and they're furry, and I've cleaned them all up, but it's a shame, but there you go. So I'm going to do, I don't normally use a Molotov, but I got a little bit on here because I was doing the chrome piece along them doors. So I've got a blob left, and this is the refill. It's not the pen, it's the refill. Yeah, and I find this a lot easier to use than the pen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a go on here. Yeah. See how I get on with this. Just gently. I know this stuff doesn't like being brushed more than once, so I have to be mindful of that. Try and get it in one pass if I can. So they're not very big bumpers on here. Let's have a look what that's come out like. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'm not going to mess about with it because you know what happens if you brush over with this multi trick is trying to get it in one. If you try and brush over it a couple of times, it doesn't, it kicks up, it doesn't like it. It's good for airbrushing. But it's not worth airbrushing these little bits of bumpers here. I mean, I suppose I mean, I've just overpainted that a little bit, but not a lot, if you know what I mean. I'm just putting plenty on. I'm just basically pushing it along rather than brush it. There you go. That'll be enough, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to overdo it, spoil it. There's just a there's just a little bit I can see on the front edge. I'm going to have to do it. I can't not do it. Just see, it dulls it. Once you go over it again, it dulls it slightly. Look at that. So anyway, that's that. The door handles on this, they got door handle was chunk in a little bit. They got like a recess, but this is probably just the lock. So we'll just put a little double do-ya on there. Perhaps a little double do-ya a bit more. There you go. Get on there. Ooh, pick that up, don't want to do that. Little dab on there. There you go. I don't think there's anything else that wants doing on here. I've done the filler cap, that's done. Those two are done. In fact, no, I don't want to do them because they're not chrome, are they? They're lights, those, so I'll keep them in silver. I don't want to chrome them because they're lights. They want to be silver, not chrome. My bad. What else we got? Engine's okay. That's okay. Done the interior. So really, I think we're about ready to go on this then. I'll let this dry off. The exhaust is still drying over here. It's nearly dry. It's pretty solid once it's shaping up now. And then we'll get this all painted. Looks a bit of a mess, but you know, it's still a bit of movement in there. It might be an overnight job, this one, but we'll see. We will see on that one. The jury is out. Right, that's all the details done on there then. I'm going to put a black wash, a little black wash, just in that grill at the front there. Just in there, just to bring that out a little bit. Apart from that, that's the details done. Hello. What's that there? What the hell's that? Oh, where did that come from? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, yeah, they're lights. I've got to do the indicators. Yeah, these here little indicators. I've got to do them in the orange. Let's get the orange out. Where is it? Give it a bit of a shake, Rudy. 6 minutes. A bit of orange on the indicator lenses, and then we call it a quits on that. Oh, tell you, some of this paint gets a bit tight. And put in. Well, we got toothpick job, I think, for this. Shift that out of the way. Shift out of the way. Yeah, almost a little bit on there. Oh, it's a bit too much on there. Don't want to overdo it, do we? There's a bit more on the point. Yeah, there you go. That's on nicely. Turn it around because I've just put a little tiny bit what shouldn't be on there. There you go. Gone there. Yeah. Could do it just a tad more. Just underneath here. That's it. That's got her. There you go. First part of the assembly stage is we're going to put the doors in. But because I've got to glue this in, this bar in here, I'm going to use some Bondic, 5-second fix, that sort of stuff. I was going to use Super Duper, but I thought, no, this is going to be stronger. I've used it in the past. So that's previously glued in, and the steering wheel's back in. So we're now going to, I'm just looking at that steering wheel. Yeah. We're now going to put these doors back in. And I need time to dry before we carry on with the rest of the assembly. So, doors. In the right way around. We'll drop them in the moulds. One in there. Okay. Fairly straightforward. That one in there, so get them back to front. There. Come on, mate. There you go. Stop messing about. Get them lined up. There you go, it's lined up. That one's lined up. That one should be lined up. Right, they're lined up. Put them in the pins in the holes. Push them down. So they're down. They're going to put the bar in. Drop the bar in. If you look closely, if you can see, just here, there's a little raised bit there, a little raised bit there. Keep it behind that, on the flat. Okay. And that's as far down as it will go. So now I'm going to get some, I should have got this ready early, shouldn't I, idiot? Should have undone that first, got that out. Then I should have done that. Got it around the wrong way, I wasn't ready. It's not fiddly, it's just me. I wasn't prepared, I should have remembered that I needed to have both hands. There, and there. That out. Well, they're both in place. Drop the bar in. So it bridges both. Use the tweezers. Push that down. See as far as it will go. Now, we're going to try this. I'm hoping this is going to work. it in there, bridge the gap, push that down. I'll put that down like that. I'll push that down with one hand. Do you reckon I could do that? I reckon I could hold that down one hand, get the light. So a bit strong enough to hold it. Should be alright. Still a bit flexible, isn't it? No, it's not held it. It's not held it, John. Trying to keep going at it, keep trying it, keep trying it. It don't seem to want to hold it, does it? I'll try it with that. Oh, look at that, not worked. It's not worked. Big lump there. Right, we'll resort to the super glue then. We'll try that. Get the super duper out. Yeah, you're seeing it all now. You see the trials and tribulations, mate. Trials and tribulations. Shouldn't have took it out really. Should have left it in. But there you go. You live and learn, don't you? You live and learn. Let's gloop some in here then. Put some in there. And doors back in. Get your bar. Let's try it this way. See if this will work. See if that'll work. We'll see if that'll work. Oh, I've got some activator here, but I don't know, that activator sometimes I think it doesn't always give it an automatically strong bond. I know it sticks it, but maybe not strong enough. Yeah, it not seems to be hold it. I lost my little stick. Done with that. Yeah, it's a bit better. Don't forget it's got to be held into the base as well. But that, if you're looking in there, it's pretty much caught it. So let's just try something in a minute before we carry on. See what happens. And that seems to be alright. That seems to be alright. It's not got as much tension on as it had when it was new. Right, I'll just do a few more adjustments. Here we are then, finally at the assembly stage. Got the doors sorted out now. Yeah, they're better than what they were, let's put it that way. The exhaust is done, it's all done now, so we're going to put it together. This one, it's easier to put it together like I did in piecemeal, especially if you take the dashboard out. The only reason I took the dashboard out really was it makes it easier with the doors, because the doors ain't great to get in without taking that dashboard out. It's a bit tricky. Or you could have painted it with the doors on, but then I wasn't sure about the steering wheel, whether or not, if I want to put it in the caustic soda, whether it would disintegrate or not. That was one of the main reasons. But apart from that, it's gone back together. It's looking nice. Got number plates on the front now, number plate on the back. So we're all operating there and there. There's your doors in there. Hopefully they'll be stand the test of time. Now, let's get this back together again. I'm trying to remember how I did it now. Windscreen's got to go in first. That'll be a first. Just tuck that in and tuck that underneath there. Should go in there fairly good. Yeah, that's in. Now, how do I do it? Yeah, the interior. What I did with this, I put the interior on in first, like that. Because that big hole goes over that big lump in the middle, like that. Then you've got to put the exhaust in. That way around. That goes through these two slots here. Drop that down like that. And that sits on that pin like so. Okay. And then, I'm doing this cack-handed, but I should do it that way around. And then your engine drops in top of there. Sits on there, sits on there. So that should be good to go, like that. And this is where it all could go wrong. I'm trying to keep that in shot for you. You get your body, and you should be able to just drop that over the top, and hopefully it'll all locate in the right place at the right time. There you go. That's in the back, that's in the front. The door moves up a little bit, but the original did that anyway. There you go. That opens and closes. So now put the screws in, and then we'll give it a polish. And we give it a polish. My attempt at exhaust pipe is not great, but it's passable. There's a couple of curves on there, so it's made it a bit awkward. But we got it done. That's that. That's that. That's that. There you go. She's all back together. Yeah, that one could do with just going up slightly. In fact, that's the original. Perhaps that should go down. Perhaps this should go down a bit. I'll muck about that in a bit. Anyway, yeah. So you've got your doors opening. It's okay. Your boots opening. Showing it hinge in. Bit of titanium, bit of dull aluminium. The exhaust was done in jet exhaust paint. There you go. And she's a roller. You've got suspension. So now we get it on the old Magic then. Here we are then. This is what we started with. Ford GT70 by Corgi. Have a look. See what we've done with it now. See what it looks like now. Have a look at this. Here we are then, all done and dusted. Our Corgi toys, Ford GT70. So a change of colour. A few details done on the engine. Spruced up the wheels. Yeah, looks quite nice in this colour actually. Yeah, now have a look at the engine bay. There you go. Yeah. Number plates, put the lights back in the boot there. Did a bit of interior on the door cards. Stuff like that. If you see, I painted all the engine cover was all black on the original, so I've done it silver with just the black louvers, which I prefer that. As seen on Google Images. Yeah, she's alright. I draw back a little bit because a lot of you watch this on big telly. Yeah. So there you go. That's why sometimes you'll see I'm sort of back this far, because I know a lot of guys watch it on the big telly, and I've watched mine on the big telly and I think it scares the crap out of me. I think it's too big. So yeah, I'm drawing back. There you go. Well, this is a nice one, this one. Enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a bit tricky to get them doors spot on again, but yeah. There you go. I didn't like the way they did the steering wheel tucked under that metal bar, and it made it a bit hard to take it apart and put back together. But yeah. How do you fly? Pff, get out. Well, hope you like this one. Look forward to your comments again. And we'll see you all again next week. I think next week it'll be the donations and purchases, yeah? Okay, there we go again. Another month gone. Well, whatever you're doing, be happy. Hopefully you'll be lucky. And we'll see you all again next week. So bye for now.